So it looks like the video's queued up. Looks like we're ready to go.
All right, here we are watching 30 Days of Night.
I totally just ran away.
Yeah,
Turned on
it's okay, John. I understand it's scary, but keep some distance. Now bye. That's better. That's better. Okay, amp it up. There we go. So yes, we're going to be watching 2 trailers for you. First one is 30 Days of Night. And then the second one is going to be Hellboy II, The Golden Army. All right, let's get into it.
Gosh, it's cold.
It's about to get colder.
You don't know what it is that's under there. Not yet.
Yeah. And that's the scarier thing.
In the shadows, right? Alaskans. They are the last of their kind.
A rare breed, indeed.
Yes.
But yeah, like scenes right here, it's like they're out of shot, out of focus. You don't know what's going on.
We need you at the station.
Copy that.
Board the windows. Try to hide. They're coming.
They?
All right, what'd you
Who
do?
are they?
And another element to this too is that what they kind of took from, see, that's what I mean, it's like out of focus, but taking that sort of Bram Stoker Dracula element to it, because they show up on a massive tanker. It's shored up on the end, and a stranger comes into town.
Is he know?
Vampires don't exist, Jake.
Sort of a precursor of evil coming.
That cold ain't
I
the
beg to
weather.
differ.
That's death approaching.
They're tearing through everyone's home.
We can last a month.
Ridiculous. But yeah, it's based off of a comic book, 30 Days a Night. Had a whole series of it.
Yeah, the look of
Ethan
it.
Jack.
So it's just so stark, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it'd be tough to tell what's what. You know, when it's so stark like that. If it's just kind of, you know, if it's just kind of dark, or if it's just like white or black. And I suppose, you know, it's like it's either in the light or it's not in the light. You know, that's sort of what I mean by stark. So yeah, it's kind of like it's not easy to discern. Is that a vampire? Or is that a person? You know?
Well, yeah,
No.
yeah. Especially when you consider like those whiteout conditions.
Yeah.
You're trying to stay away from these guys, and you just happen to bump into one that's waiting for you inside this blizzard. You know, it adds a different situation. You don't know who you're going to bump into in a whiteout or a blizzard. So it's a marvelous setup. It really is, and it's underrated, I think.
What films could be honorable mentions for this?
Well, we got the first Blade, obviously.
Oh, okay. So the first Blade movie would be honorable mention.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would think that. Yeah, Blade and Lost Boys. And it definitely takes it back to that monster-esque, you know, vampires, the threatening vampires, and not just the romantic for the sake of being, you know, romantic vampires.
Or the sparkly ones.
The sparkles, yes, the sparkles.
You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey.
And then required reading, that would be the 30 Days of Night comic
Yeah, and an American Vampire.
and an American Vampire.
Head into the next one?
Oh, sure. Okay.
In 1944,
Oh, is that...
Wait!
What?
A strange creature was captured by the US government. Since then,
So
he has
cute.
lived among us in secrecy, protecting humanity from the things that go
so-
bump in the night.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh!
Watch out for that, right?
I have a suspect.
The Royal Seal.
I have returned from exile to wage war against humankind. I will call upon the help of all the children of the earth. The good,
Very grim.
the bad.
Grim brother story.
Worst.
Sure.
These aren't
Are we gonna
inspired
talk
from
all
nice
night? Because I'm
Disney
really
series.
sleepy. Oh, crap.
What'd you do, Hellboy? What'd you do?
The visionary director
It's
of
not
Pan's
his
Labyrinth
fault. He didn't do anything.
invite you into
Might
a
well
world
be.
of mythic creatures and
I love the
forgotten
picture.
lands,
Oh my god.
where the ultimate battle between good
Give it up, Nasty. We can see it.
How do you see me?
and evil
Kill them.
will decide the fate of mankind. Hellboy II, The Golden Army. Good never looked so bad.
I know I'm ugly.
I've seen worse. So yeah, John, why'd you pick this one?
Okay, so I could have picked the first Hellboy film or the first Guillermo del Toro Hellboy film.
Mm-hmm.
Pick this one because it expanded on the world that they had created in that, or that everything they had established, it was just so much more fully realized, fully fleshed out. This film was just really beautiful, aesthetically.
He definitely put his own stamp on it, and as I said earlier, it's not the sparkly Disney-esque type fairies that you're used to. I did like the direction, and it does give a little bit of a horror element to it, and especially with Del Toro's style. It is something slimy or gross or slithering or not pretty. Yeah, and then the characters like Kraus coming in. This sort of uptight character to begin with, but you realize he's actually a tortured character, and he has a nice look to him, and the gaseous form that's in this suit. I remember that scene where he's trying to teach Hellboy something, his flaw, and he breaks his suit, and he comes back at him with the lockers. That was a fun scene. Getting back to the aesthetic of Mr. Del Toro, that depiction of death, the thing with the wings, is actually a Arabian depiction of death, and it goes against the traditional what we think on Western society of the skeleton, the hood, and the sides, which is scary in and itself, but it takes a different is a different look in this one.
What if Bill and Ted's death was in this film? Do you think that would have changed? Do you think that would have changed like the tone of the movie at all?
Excuse us, dude, but your shoes are untied.
Oh.
The honorable mentions would be probably the first Hellboy film directed by Guillermo del Toro, and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. But then other films like Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, Pan's Labyrinth, Shape of Water 2 would be like the animated Hellboy series. Blood and Iron was one. It delves into the Hecate, the goddess of witches and night. That one's pretty cool. And they actually got the original trio to voice the characters. Ron Perlman,
Doug Jones.
Doug Jones, yeah. He voiced Abe, and then the woman who played Liz. So yeah, those are some honorable mentions.
So the required reading would it be like any Hellboy story, or just?
Of course, Hellboy, that whole series. Amazing Screw-On Head was a short one, but a funny one. The BPRD, which is sort of Liz and Abe running around with them, doing their own adventures. All right.
Hey.
What? This isn't real. This kind of stuff just doesn't exist.
Does in my world.
Who cares if I drink bug? I love fabulous. Oh boy.